Hey, welcome to Top 5. Today we're going to talk about, well, the hard conversations, because those are some of the best conversations. Now, at the end of the day, you're going to hard conversations best? Yeah, I didn't say fun, I said best, because the truth is, when you get the information you need to be better, that's how you actually get better. So let's rock and roll with the top 5 ways to have hard conversations. Now, number one is you first got to realize why you were having the hard conversation in the first place. See, most people, they avoid the conversation because they don't see anything past the pain of the conversation. We go, this is difficult. I don't want to do this. We avoid it. You have an argument going on with your spouse, and what you do is sit in bed and you just stew and you think about what you want to say, but you never say it because it's too difficult. But if you think about the ideas, well, I want to have this hard conversation so that we can actually lay in bed and be in joy. That'd be nice, right? Or you have an employee who's a cancer inside the company and you don't want to get to that point of having a difficult conversation. But if you don't, it just keeps festering. The idea is first understand why you're having the hard conversation. Once you know that, it gives you the ability to continue in and go, you know what? I'm gonna rip this Band-Aid off. I know why it's difficult. Let's rock and roll. Now it takes us to point number 2. And this is one that I think we don't usually think about. It's knowing what your intention is of the outcome. See, we may know what we want, what this might do, but we don't know the true intention of the outcome. We're like, hey, things are off, they're wrong, I don't want to have this right now, and I want to have this conversation to get past this, but we don't have an intention. Maybe the intention for the argument may be, you know what? I want to make sure that this person knows that I'm sorry and apologize. Maybe I want to be able to clarify and clear the air so it doesn't happen again. I want to learn what took place. Whatever it might be, you need to have an intention. And here is a big thing as to why. When you get into heated conversational moments, in these hard conversations, things rise, emotions rise. And if I don't know my intention for the end result, what I will do is I'll haphazardly walk into the conversation and I'll say things. Or if they say something, I'll attack and go back and forth. But if you know the intention, when you are spiked in emotion, you can go and anchor to that and go, I know that this isn't going to help me get to this direct end result, so I'm not going to say this thing. I'm not going to poke this area. It helps you calm yourself and pull back to a specific space. When you do that, it helps you move the conversation forward, which is always the goal. And this leads us to point number 3 is you must control your energy in the conversation. You can't control theirs. You can control how you respond, how you react. And this is the climbing thing we run into. Because you know as well as I do in hard conversations, one person says something, then I say something, and then it climbs like this. And next thing you know, we're both at the top of the mountain, freaking out, yelling, and we're making it worse before we make it better. So if you can go, you know what, I can control my energy in this, which means you may say something. They may feel a poke, maybe not even intentional, but they feel poked. And then they go say something back. You have a choice. I can go back and climb up, or I can go, you know what? That's not the place I want to go. It's not what the intention is for this. This isn't the outcome I want. I'm going to come back down. I understand you're mad. And I assume that you're saying what you're saying because you're angry. But I don't want to go up there. Look, this is what we want to, and you can bring it back down. When you can calm the energy, you can have a conversation. Because when emotions are high, intelligence is low. We say the wrong things. Even when we're happy, we do the wrong things and say the wrong things sometimes. But you only can control your energy. You absolutely have to control your energy in the conversations. And then what we want to do is say, okay, let's think back to how it happened in the first place. Typically, someone said something. Number 4, typically somebody said something that's difficult. It's why number 4 is you have to be able to say your faults and hope that they reciprocate. I got to say my faults in this. I know I'm here because something took place. Somebody said something, did something that other person didn't appreciate, and action took place. And in this action, I got to a point of going, you know what, I don't like that, and I'm bothered, so we usually poke and throw it out. You did this, you did this, you did this. When people feel attacked, they feel poked or tugged, the natural reaction is to push back. If you pull a dog's leash, it'll naturally pull back. It's just a natural, instinctual thing. So for you, the idea is lead. Poke yourself. Sounds odd, but say your faults, your issues, because when you do that, they get a space to go, you know what? If they're doing that, the brain naturally goes, maybe I should. And they will reciprocate. Now, will they 100%? We don't know. Some people are difficult, but the idea is you give them a space to lay out what needs to be laid out from you. And even if maybe they didn't do anything wrong, maybe it was on you, own that also. But you must lay out your areas and then it gives them space to share theirs. Now you have an actual conversation that is the hard one, but it's making the right progress. And it leads us to step number 5, which is thinking about the other side of the conversation. See, when we look at hard conversations, we look at this difficult thing and don't realize that when I'm past this in the news space, there's joy. Some of the deepest relationships I have with people are those where we've had amazing hard conversations many times and moved past. I now know more of their heart, more of their perspective. I understand we've gone through hardship, shared a struggle. There's this kind of like shared, like I will call it difficulty, where we both had this tension, now we've moved past. So we bond deeper. It's how marriages, relationships work. We argue a lot, right? You fight and argue, but you move past it. And when you get to that space, it was all worth it. So if you can apply these concepts and actually literally go proactively have some hard conversations, you'll find you bond relationships much deeper. You make better traction and progress in the company or the team you're on, because a lot of things you gotta fix are hard conversations to fix them. At the same time, you learn a skill set that you can apply anytime that moves you forward down the path towards whatever success you desire. Because while we're talking about relationships, it's also hard to ask for the sale, ask for the contract, ask for the client to come on. All these things are little unique pieces that are also hard conversations. So these are your top 5 ways to have hard conversations.